Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a daily reading for October the 2nd, 2020. If you have literally first time clicked upon my video and you don't know anything about me, let me just tell you real quick. First of all, I'm really bold. I feel energy, and when Jehovah is moving over me, he is allowing me to feel that energy, which is his spirit revealing a thing, how he is touched with the infirmity of all kinds of sickness, or to me spiritual sickness is negative energy, and it comes through me sometimes in a force. So if I'm ever being forceful or anything like that, it's always for uprightness sake. And please don't ever take offense to that, okay? Because I'm all for love and kindness and gentleness and stuff like that. But Jehovah, who I am inquiring at the hand of, because I am his daughter, he is our salvation. He is an Elohim of war, but warring for uprightness sake, okay? And so this is who I am. I am his daughter, and he uses me that way to prophesy, because he is our prophecy. I use the tarot, I use living language, I use the scripture and the runes. I just use everything. I don't put the Most High in a box, because he can't be put in a box, okay? We are free, and free indeed. And I just let him speak however he wants to and however he leads me, okay? So anyway, I could come across churchy, but I'm absolutely not churchy. I'm free, like I just said. I'm very spiritual. And some people have a problem with that because they have not had an awakening yet to that. But anyway, it is what it is. Everybody's on their own journey, and you must follow the journey and listen to the spirit of truth so that you can find your way. There's no other way. And then listen to the voice of truth, and you will come up higher, and you'll be something of worth. Even if other people in the earth haven't had their awakening yet, think that you're not. Anyway, that's who I am. and I also wake up with my audience and all that. And so welcome. I don't know when it is that you're clicking on this video. It could be in the evening time, but I'm still having my coffee this morning. So, and I'm not cranky. It could come across that way, but I'm not. But anyway, welcome. And so those of you returning, welcome back. I appreciate you all, regardless who feels what about me. I appreciate every person and the process that I'm getting out of the deal. So, anyway, welcome back. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all that kind of stuff. Jehovah, I just love you today, and I just thank you for your boldness and your kindness and your loving gentleness that makes your people great, because we trust in you and we realize that there's nothing outside of your wisdom that could lead us and guide us into anything fantastic on the inside of us. Our true riches are there, and there alone. And I just acknowledge you in everything that I do, and I appreciate you. So just lead the way. We have the Aleph out here, and that's a strong power. That's a leader that can go to family foundations or here. There's the Ayin. What do you want me to take here? Okay, taking this one. So, strong energy then coming out here. We've got the Sadi, which would be the moon energy. And that's hunting and chasing and laying down an ambush. And it also represents power on your knees, or righteous and humble energy here. And it goes to emotions. The moon, we know, in the tarot can represent shadows and deception, and obviously emotions, your intuition. It can go to romance as well. It pulls on the ocean tide. That's why it's emotional there. It goes to our home, our family. We got family here with the Aleph, which is the ox head, which would also go to, in the tarot, those of you who are new, I'm using the living language of the Hebrew pictograph root words here. And I correspond it with the tarot because it's actually found there anyway. Okay, so this would be like the magician card. and I have it written on my magician card. The magician is a physician, having everything that you need to manifest whatever it is that you need, and to lead from that place. This is somebody who leads a clan, okay? And so a physician would have everything that he needs to get up and lead a clan, and you need good leaders like that, right? And a physician to lead you to getting whole. But there's only one true physician, and we don't know anything or have anything outside of Jehovah. And even in our emotional times when people are laying down and hunting and trying to chase because they have not had a freaking awakening to do things the way that the divine has set things up in this earth to be prosperous within doing it. Hope that made sense. We've got foundations being laid here. And unless Jehovah builds the house, it's in vain, people. It's just in vain. Okay? Let me see what this word is. We actually have... so this is the 18th letter. This is the first letter, which make 19. The 19 would be the sun, which would overturn the moon every single time. It goes to government stuff. It goes to a forcible overthrow, for a bright future, for a new system, for a social new system. It's right up in your face, front stage energy with that sun, but there also can be pridefulness there. That's why it's got to be a forcible overthrow. But we want the light. We don't want darkness in the night, because there's chasing and hunting there. And those foundations are ruined. Really, they really are ruined, because there's a bully type energy. There's manipulation energy. If it's not done the way that the divine says, manifest this way, and it's only manifested through love. So I just want to bring that out here energetically. And so in 19 is also a 10, and that's the yod in the Hebrew. That's the hand, the work, the deed, right? It would actually be, so if this would be the magician card, then the yod would be on the same stick. Okay, we got the magician, we got alchemy there, and it's all on the same stick. We got the higher mind, the lower mind energy, right? And then we got the soul, and yet we still have the soul with the vibration of the sun coming out here as well, and the spirit could be found there. That's interesting. That's really interesting. And we got, we got family, then we got generations here, which comes through the womb as well. Let me see what the word is here. So the word is press and narrow. So it represents the side, as in the sides of a raven, a narrow raven where the walls press in. So pressing into something is here. The next word is the aleph head with the, if we want to take the sun with the aleph in one direction, that is a wild goat. That's interesting. There's a word. So the sun and the aleph head the other direction, I believe it represents vomit. I believe it represents vomit. But we have a wild goat the other direction if we take the sun energy with the ox head aleph here. But there's a wild goat here. Well, if we're looking at goat energy, in the Hebrew, the Ga is also connected with the goat fiber, horn, twisted stuff. Okay? A goat can also go back to the devil, right? Which, if we're taking the vibration of 19, which is still a 10, the 10th house would go to that. And so, in the positive of that card, though, it's being able to stand and pass a test and laying down the right foundations and all the rest, and quit hunting and chasing and not being righteous and humble and bringing a bunch of emotions. Of course, we do learn from that place, and Mother will also teach something as well, right? There's all kinds of energy coming through my spirit with this vibration and the words and being pressed and all that stuff that the Divine's bringing out here. So we'll just keep going on and seeing what the Divine is showing forth for today. I did the first reading and did not upload it. I stopped in the middle of that reading, but we had the word DA come out. And it was talking about, in that reading, about giving an account or having an eyewitness to something or testifying about a situation. Okay? So somebody's pressed within a family or a leadership because of strong power that I guess is on the line for somebody. There's clans here, right? But are you going to be righteous and humble and have a forcible overthrow for a bright future? You can just stay here and have a goat type energy and not pass the test and prove that you're the devil. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who you are in your family, or who, you know, because we got headship here. People head of the household and head on their jobs, or managers, or I'm sure I'm talking to all kinds of different people here. But this is what the Divine's bringing out. It's come through my spirit, so I'll just give you what's come through my spirit this morning. Let me see what the word is the other direction. Well, it's not good. It's an issue here with excrement. Well, that just speaks for itself. I don't even have to go on. We also know yellow represents an issue. And the word here in the section is issue. And it's funny because the 19 being the sun is yellow in the deck. And so the connection is still there. And there's something real filthy going on here. There's just something really filthy attached to a situation here with leaders and family. And we got the terminology of laying down and hunting and chasing and laying down an ambush. That's I can't get out. It's a military type of way of looking at something. I can't even, let me have a drink of this coffee. But that's like military talk. And so it's huge, actually, what the Divine's really bringing out here today. But there's a filthy issue here. This is making reference to what goes out of it, what proceeds out of a person. Well, we know what excrement is. But let's take that back to the heart, because the sun represents the heart. It also represents for us to see something when the sun comes out. In the first reading that I did, we had the tower, which was the eye. And if our eye is not, the way we see things, if you're perverted in the way you look at things, there's an issue there. And so what makes a person filthy, what Christ said, is what comes out of the heart. There's an issue there. It needs to be circumcised. So really, it is all connected here. It's amazing to me. It really, really is amazing to me, because people need their heart cleaned. Because their heart's full of crap and all of that. Okay? And it needs to be forced in some type of an issue that... I know somebody's seen some really nasty situation take place on the tower. There's an eyewitness to something that has taken place on a tower in a family. And it is what it is. And it is the truth. And Jehovah's bringing it out here. I thank you, Jehovah, for the truth, the good, the bad, the ugly, because nothing's going to ever get cleaned up until we face it. And some people try to hide something that's already known. Everybody knows. Everybody already knows. I thank you, Jehovah. That when we are in the truth, we don't have nothing to hide. At the same time, love does hide. It covers. It covers. But it doesn't discard what the truth about a matter is. So there's the DA coming out here. And 7's a secret truth. And we've got a family tree here. A bushel of pentacles. Something physical here. Okay? And the truth and clarity here. There's lots of fortune being shown to me, actually. The 7th house and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay? Well, 77 is fortune number. Okay? Speak on, Jehovah. So there's the torch. That also can go to legal stuff if we want to take it to the runes. It's still a torch. Okay? It's justice assured or something like that. Should have been in the past position or been from a place of justice. There's obviously conception here. Sexual issues here in the past position. There's illumination. Okay? The whole stick is here like I was saying. We were finding it with the vibration here with this word of excrement. And so something's bad here though. If we're talking about excrement and where it comes out of the body and there's sexual situations here, well then I'll just stop there. The torch, though, in the runes goes back to forgiveness, though, because there's some type of purification with fire, right? It's still go back to a forcible overthrow energy for a solution to a problem here. To bring all the impurities up is what, the scum stuff that comes out when fire's purifying something. So something could be, clean again. Okay, if we're talking about excrement. Let's go back to clarification. So with this, clarification about knowing that there's more on the bushel and knowing what's been dug up or buried, either way. The fortune, the one who was biased in a situation, right? Can't be biased. Don't care what family you come from, and I don't care who's involved. Can't be biased. We either stand in the truth or we don't. We either clean or we're not. And that is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. There's clarity here, people. There's clarity. Show me the top of the mind space, please, Jehovah. Because the Most High is... The Most High, there's tower going to come out. The Most High is no respecter persons. He's even. His scales are even all the time. And even if we try to tip it a little bit, he tries our heart, people, our heart. Which I'll still go back to issues. Which still goes back to your rear end. Because it's all created there. Now, Paul talked about in the New Testament, and so I guess I'm going to bring in some scripture this morning. He talks about how he's actually describing the wheel itself in the New Testament. And I guess people do know that or they don't know that. I don't know. There's guiltiness here, people, because people do know about some stuff, for one thing. Anyway, everything is connected. Everything is connected. So like I was just saying, your heart and your eyes and your rear end and all of it, the body can't even function unless it's whole from within. Okay? But it's really starts with the heart, really, that's pumping the life to make everything else continue and all that. Anyway, we got let me just move on. We got the tower and it came out already this morning. And then we got the world card at the top of the mind as well. So this is the Ein, the eyeball, right? How you see something. We got sharp stuff out here. We've got integrity. And we've also got a disaster known at the top of the mind. And yet we've got a paradigm shift. And truth setting somebody free. The truth, the truth. Again, the seeker of truth. Seeking something. What's on this bushel? I know there's more. I can see it. I can perceive it. Okay? Let's go to perception as well. It's being illuminated with something. It's also illumination here as well. Knowledge and wisdom about something. Wisdom about the travel trips. About the fortune. About the bank systems. About the sex. It's all here. It's all here. Teeth. The shin is here. And if I just wanted to put another S on here because it's AS, then there you go. I'll stop it there. The divine to bring it out. There's an issue here, people. There's an issue. So, making a decision and manifesting from a place of purification through from this knowing that something's got to end. There's an ending here from the divine at the top of the mind, and it's known. And this is forced here. But this literally showing endings here and beginnings all over the place. Even this is a beginning. Because somebody's standing here making a choice here. And it's a lake of fire. Which the overall energy is the 10. Oh, that's fire. That go back to the yod, right? The hand. The hand is holding the fire here. The hand is holding the fire here. Interesting. And then we got the overall energy as the sun, fire. And the 10th house is cardinal energy, but it's still the devil energy, so a hellfire. I wanted to bring that in. And because the goat energy was there. That's really interesting, divine. Soulmate issues. Show me the truth, actually. So the magician wants to come out. So it is here. The Aleph is here. And the physician. And the little spies. And the gossipy stuff. And what was seen. Like I said, somebody did see something. Very sexual. That there's an issue here, people. I don't know what else to say, but there's an issue here. And we all know it. It's already known. Jehovah, give me a couple cards. And I'll just close this out. And I'll come back and do another reading. So the bear is here. And the clover. And that's luck. So employment. And business, and things that are overwhelming, and wealth, okay? And being bold and strong, and getting out of freaking jealousy. It's government stuff here. And possession. It's powerful energy with the bear. And then we've got the luck, which actually takes us back to truth. We got truth all over this thing, really. And somebody's made their own truth to choose to stand here and look out on the lake of fire of purification, to bring those types of ships in, because we want that. It keeps us whole. It keeps us clean. It keeps us purified. It keeps us in a place of skill. There's skill right here. The fire is spiritual. It's a spiritual war that we're actually in. It causes people to do this crap that they've done, where law has to come out here, but it is what it is. So we've got rewards here with the clover. Money rewards. Fortune. But there's been an issue around that because of what was seen. It's what's known, what's going to close out. Physicians are maybe standing in some people's ways. And there's only one true physician, like I said. So we have the gentleman and the lady. That's interesting. One more, please, Jehovah. So the hostile little wussy is wanting to come out here. Well, this is the issue right here of the heart. The sexual stuff that took place. And I have defeated written over her, and I took a pencil. And I took her face, because if we don't do that to that kind of crap, it's nothing but a freaking disgrace. This is huge, aggressive energy here. It's huge. And so there's obviously somebody has forced something where money was concerned. Well, we know that. Was that just to do that? For the DA to do that? Or to somebody's dad? Was that just? Yes, it is known, people. It is known. I know a lot more than what you think I do. And maybe you already know that I know. And I can handle the truth because I've had to handle all kinds of truth. Okay? I guess I'll just leave this at that. So we have messages here. And, we got people coming out here. Oh, yeah, we got people coming out here. And there's the devil himself. The boss, the hard taskmaster. Right? The forced labor for your money. Because we want it. Well, that's not just. And that's a bad foundation. That's a bad foundation that people are laying down because the divine's going to come break it up real quick. Real quick. Let me just end this real quick with, since we're looking at the lake of fire here. This morning I was thinking about Noah. And he preached that the flood was going to come. I think he preached for like 100 years. 100 years. Let's think about that for a minute. 100 freaking years he said the flood was coming. The flood was coming. The flood was coming. They just ignored him. And 100 years, people. Yeah, I didn't say that 10 years ago, man. When you said it, you're still saying it. And you're building a stupid boat here. No, it's coming because I heard from the Most High. It's coming. It had never rained before. Nothing. It ain't coming. You said that 50 years ago. 50 whole years ago you've been saying that. Where's the evidence of it? And yet you still got this big old boat that you're building. A foundation. 75 years ago, Noah. Give it up already. Ain't nothing happened to me because I'm still here. Remember, they lived to be like 900 years old back in them days is what we're told. Noah, 99 years ago, you said that it was going to rain. 99 years ago. And we still ain't seen it. And Noah said, well, it's going to rain. And my boat's finished. And I'm going to take these animals even in it. And nobody could ever say that they weren't told over and over and over and over again how to build something here. And it ain't like this. It ain't like this. It ain't like this. Because the divine's just. And he's even and he's kind. But when it's time for him to stand up and give back and dish back just as much as wickedness has manipulated things, they ain't going to like it. They ain't going to like it. And then here come the rain. But now it's a flood of fire. And people are under a lot of pressure. Because there's a big fat issue here. And the rain is coming, people. It really is coming. Whether you want to believe it or not, go ahead. Get up today. Do your forceful business. Okay? Go ahead. Stand strong and sturdy. And be forceful about it. And let's see the divine bring his force in something. Even the whole world. Even the whole world. A forcible overthrow of this excrement out of the way. I'll just leave it at that. How are you going to pay? Or how are you going to play? What are you going to do today? How will you trade? Will it be an uprightness? Will it be fair? Or will it be an abomination? Shalom.